Hello, my name is Walter Leo. I am a professor here at the University of Applied Sciences in Hamburg and part of the team which coordinates the project DIREKT. Every day, several $100 million are spent by different islands across the world in getting fossil fuel transported, mostly by ships, from one place to another. This money which they spend in fossil fuel can be better used in education or in health. Therefore, the Project DIREKT was started with a view to increasing the use of renewable energy, building energy independence, and at the same time reduce this dependence on fossil fuel. The project has a wide partnership. It involves a number of island nations in the Caribbean, namely Trinidad and Barbados, in Africa, which is the case of Mauritius, and in the South Pacific, involving Fiji. These countries were chosen based on their huge potential in respect of renewable energy, be it biomass, solar energy, or wind energy, and based on the fact they have legislations in place which may allow them to take advantage of the many opportunities renewable energy offers. Together, this partnership offers interesting insights which can be used in all island nations across the world.
Barbados, a sun-drenched, windswept island of 166 square miles. The island's physical, social and economic environment embraces the goals of the DIREKT project. As a key sector is recognized the critical importance of renewable energy development to national and regional sustainability.
I am totally convinced that we in Barbados and in the Caribbean do not really have to depend on oil. We want to get Barbados totally independent from fuel oil.
The preconditions are ideal. Besides wind, secured by the coastal climate, the location assures enough sunlight to gain a substantial amount of electricity from solar technology, as can be seen by this standalone bus station. The University of the West Indies is a major partner of the DIREKT project, which involves universities all over the world.
We purchased 2 renewable energy demonstration kits that has 3 technologies that basically has 3 technologies that students can use it for educational purposes to learn those different technologies. That includes wind, photovoltaic, and hydrogen fuel cell.
We had academics from almost every faculty within the university looking at the potential impact of greening or transitioning to a green economy.
Barbados has been identified as one of the leading countries in the world in the use of solar water heating. We have a production center here in Barbados, as well as one in St. Lucia, and we seek to serve the Caribbean generally. But we have potential for more exports. We export to many of the islands right now, but the potential is there to expand.
In this room we have a standalone system. We produce our own electricity, store it, and use it in the house.
This system is called the grid tie. It's called the grid tie because you are tied to the electrical grid or the electrical wires that run along the road. So when you produce electricity from this system, the house will take what it wants and all the rest of the electricity would go back to the grid. So you're feeding light and power electricity because of the quality of light in the Caribbean and in Barbados.
The expansion of renewable energy initiatives in Barbados is evident in growth in both commercial and domestic enterprises. Solar energy has had the longest and widest impact, and with it companies which are specialized in the ecological friendly use of that energy, such as LED light manufacturers.
Caribbean LED Lighting is a green company. We focus on renewable energy products and energy efficiency products. Energy efficient products such as LED lighting. In our factory here in Barbados, we produce leading-edge LED lights both for commercial and residential use. These lights save between 50 and 80% on energy consumed. We're exporting across the Caribbean and CARICOM countries, and this week we received our first order from the United Kingdom. So Caribbean countries are exporting to Europe leading-edge, energy-efficient products.
The project DIREKT has led to concrete changes in the way renewable energy is seen and perceived in the participant countries. For example, it has encouraged more and more the use of solar energy on the one hand, but also the use of biomass on the other. Over the past 3 years, we have been able to not only measure the extent to which renewable energy is being used in island states, but also provide concrete ways of realizing the potential they have. In each partner country, we have today technology transfer centers on renewable energy, which will operate for years to come, hence making sure that the project and its results are available in the long run.
Trinidad and Tobago. The two small islands lie in the southern Caribbean and include a total landmass of 1,981 square miles. Likewise, Barbados, the climatic preconditions match perfectly the goals of the DIREKT project.
At the university, we are conducting research in different areas: solar thermal, solar PV, wind energy, and geothermal energy. We have recognized the huge need for development in these areas, since there is a huge geothermal energy potential in the region, and definitely solar energy potential as well. Through our university partners, such as the DIREKT project and the INES project, we have started doing a lot of training in various areas of renewable energy. We have conducted training workshops in solar energy, PV and solar thermal, wind energy and geothermal energy. We have also conducted workshops in biomass energy at the University of the West Indies.
In Trinidad and Tobago, we're seeing incentives for the use of renewables. This being the first pilot project of grid-tied solar and wind applications. As can be seen from the board behind me, this system here comprises a 2.4 kilowatt wind turbine and a 2 kilowatt solar photovoltaic system. What we're looking at here is what I believe is still the largest photovoltaic installation in the Southern Caribbean. It's 5.1 kilowatts of photovoltaic array, flanked by 240 square foot hot water collectors on an active system. This was installed and commissioned in March of 2007.
This water heater serves all my hot water needs. It goes to the bath, to the kitchen, for washing clothes and everything, and we have not done anything structurally with the water heater.
The major facilities of Trinidad and Tobago involving research and development of renewable energy are self-evident. The use of environment-friendly technique is already common, not only at the University of the West Indies, but also among the population.
Over the past 3 years, the project DIREKT has led to a number of interesting outputs. We've been able to not only to do the mapping of use of biomass and use of solar energy in Trinidad and also in Barbados, but in the case of Fiji, we've been given emphasis to the issue of solar energy, and more recently, the issue of use of water resources, the so-called hydro energy, as a tool to increase life quality and address the issue of poverty. Problems we're also seeing in respect of the undertaking of the project. The time differences we have between the countries made communication a bit difficult, but we've been able to overcome these problems by not only have very intensive emails exchanges and Skype meetings, but also by meeting twice every year. Overall, this has been a great experience, and I hope that the result of this project will inspire others to become engaged in this fast-growing area, the area of renewable energy.
Fiji, a small island nation in the Pacific Ocean with over 300 islands and a total size of only 7.1 square miles. Fiji's location involves a tropical marine climate which allows all opportunities of renewable energy.
This is our Renewable Energy Center, and it's powered completely by renewable energy. We have a wind turbine in the park out there, and we also have a solar panel mounted on the roof. And both these devices power this hut. The energy from these two sources come into the hut through the panel here, and they go into the inverter, and then they're stored in the battery panel, bank of batteries that's sitting there above. So what we have here is, as you can see, there's a TV running.
Climbed to a 3-month high. It's now closing in on $1,800 an ounce.
There's a radio set. A microwave, fans, and there's a ceiling fan, lights, as well as a DC powered refrigerator. So the whole building is powered by renewable energy, and it's used as a demonstration for demonstrating to people that renewable energy is indeed able to do something useful for us.
The DC power that we receive from the sun's energy and the wind turbines is converted to AC power by using an inverter like this one. This AC power can be used in our homes or as well stored in batteries for backup. Here we see students from the University of the South Pacific who are involved in a research program regarding the use of renewable energy. In this example, the use of solar power for water transferring systems. Fiji delivers all possibilities for a sustained development and use of renewable energies.
During the execution of the project DIREKT, we have been able to read together a wide amount of experiences. We have been able to see some of the most beautiful places in the world, these beautiful islands in the Caribbean, in the African coast, in the Indian Ocean, and also in the Pacific. And that has really given us a new perspective, a new insight into the potential which developing countries have. These countries, they may not be very rich economically, but they're rich in resources, and the people there are really fascinating people. I think this combination of being in touch with the people in these countries and with the nature, I think were the most interesting experiences from the project DIREKT, and I'm grateful for being able to experience these cultures and have these experiences.
Mauritius. The island of 787 square miles located in the Indian Ocean wants to become the sustainable island. For this major reason, it tries to cover its energy demand not only with wind and solar power, but also with ethanol refined from molasses. This challenge is faced by 20,000 small and medium-sized sugarcane growers. The advantages for the local farmers are to participate in the change of the sugarcane industry as well as increasing their own crops. United under the common label Island Green Farmers Cooperative Society, the farmers are trying to benefit from the government and to realize this ambitious project. Lately, a big information campaign has been started across the entire country. Family Chiara wants to take part building the sustainable island and modified the house to match these ambitious intents. Silvio Chiara proudly presents the solar power panels and the wind turbines on his rooftop and explains how it works.
Le soleil illumine ces cellules de silicium que par leur nature produisent de l'électricité. Toutes ces cellules sont connectées ensemble et donc le courant à travers des fils électriques qui sont là sur la maison descend au bas jusqu'aux batteries.
Today the Chiaras are independent. Silvio Chiara, who is an expert in electrical engineering, supervises his equipment as well as his use of electricity.
Par exemple, s'il y a un jour de pluie et on ne peut pas se servir, trop d'électricité, alors je ne peux pas faire ce que je devais faire. Mais bon, à la longue, on s'habitue et puis on change d'attitude, bien sûr.
Another benefit is the option of selling the electricity to the Central Electricity Board. With many families following the example of the Chiaras, Mauritius will really become the sustainable island that it aims to be.
The project DIREKT is coming to an end, but we hope that there will be a legacy coming from it. I wish that our partners in Africa, in the Caribbean region, in the South Pacific, continue to be engaged in the quest for developing renewable energy, because I think this is a concrete tool for future developments. We have to reduce dependence on fossil fuel, we have to increase emphasis on renewable energy. We, as coordinators of the project here from the Hamburg side, will continue to engage in projects in the African, Caribbean and Pacific region, and we hope we can continue to cooperate with our project partners in designing future projects. We look forward to this opportunity.